So just doing a couple quick examples before you start your 8-1B worksheet. So some new twists to our Mario theorem. So I'm going to start with a problem like this. If I had an 8x here and I knew this whole distance was 20, right? I could start my ratio with 8 as my means, but then I have x, and I should understand that this value is going to be 20 minus x up there. So just changes the way that you solve things, because you're going to end up with a 64 equals 20x minus x squared. So get that all on the same side. I'm going to move it all to the left so I can have a positive x squared minus 20x plus 64 equals 0. And then I know that the two factors that multiply to 64 and add to 20 probably be 16 and 4. So x minus 4 and x minus 16. So now the problem becomes, okay, is 16 the answer or is 4 the answer? So the real answer is that both of those are correct, because if you assume that this is 4 here, then this becomes 16, because when I take 20 minus 4, I get 16. And if I would have assumed x was 16, then 20 minus x would have been 4. So really, it comes down to, okay, are you solving for other things? Like if I'm looking for z over here, right, it would make a difference whether I had 4 or 16 on the left, right? Because z is going to be my means, and then I'll have a 4 and a 20 actually that I multiply, right? So z squared equals 4 times 20. And then z itself becomes square root that. 20 is a 4 times 5, so it's going to be 4 root 5 for z, right? And maybe I'm solving for x over, or not x, we already had x, that's why I picked z before. So I'm solving for y on this side, right? And y would have to be my mean between 16 and 20. So I'd use 16 and 20 for those two values. And then y squared equals 16 times 20. I'm going to get a y should be, so 4 from the 16, a 2 out of that 20, leaving a root 5. So it should be 8 root 5 is my answer. Now understand that if I flip-flop the 4 and the 16, like we said before, the only thing that's going to change is the answers for y and z, right? If you flip-flop those things, y becomes 4 root 5, and z becomes 8 root 5. Otherwise, it really didn't matter which side you considered to be 4, which side was 16. So it can change your answers for z and y. Otherwise, shouldn't be a big deal.